Hello everyone, MVG Salem here.
And Mew2King.
And Mew2King. If you remember correctly, I made a video not too long ago called Melee Shulk. And in that video, I mentioned I had a special surprise for everyone, and it was me playing Melee again. Mew2King will be teaching me Jigglypuff.
Well, Jigglypuff's a very difficult character. So first, what you have to do is you start the match, and in order to move Jigglypuff, you use the control stick. And see how I can move everywhere? It's really difficult, and I know this might be too hard at the beginning, but like you can work your way up to Fox short hop nairs and the crazy ledge dash stuff, but I feel like nothing's harder than this.
That's what you think of Jigglypuff players, Jason?
All I'm saying is it's a very difficult execution. Like
that Jigglypuff laying down crying like that, right? That's me.
Wait, right
That's me.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. That's me right now.
Jigglypuff's a very difficult character.
Oh my god.
Just so you guys know, I also do coaching for Melee, Ultimate, or any other Smash game. If you guys are interested, just email me at mew2kingrc@gmail.com. This will also be in the link to this in the description below. I've coached players such as Salem, Smash 4, Zero, and Brawl, and MKLeo in Smash 4 and Ultimate, Wizrobe in Melee and Ultimate, and I have a lot more people. Those are just some to name a few. I would say I'm pretty good at this, but yeah, send me an email and we can discuss rates and the details of such. But yeah, now we'll move on to the rest of the video. So first we're going to talk about Jigglypuff and her general movement. So it's pretty simple compared to other Smash characters. You, I can't show drop on this controller, but you just press down forward, and most that can be useful, but like Xbox doesn't do it much. But you can like shield drop and then come down with an aerial. You could also just move around with back airs. Like this is a big part. Like don't move. This has a lot of really a lot of range. Let's see. Basically, you can do like landing back airs, move around with back airs. When you jump in the air, like when you play Ultimate, you want to keep jumping with just jump like this, and you move good. But in this game, you usually want to do like this and this because it's around this. It takes around the same amount of time, give or take. But you also have a hitbox protecting yourself, so that's really good. You can also do like full hop nair, and then that can combo into moves like you can do it like this, you can do it like this. Fade back grab, like you hit a fox and then you mash his crouch shine, but then you outrange him and you can get that. From ledge, you can do turret winner back, turret winner forward, ledge hop fair, my favorite, or like back airs to turn arounds. And you can wave land on platforms, and sometimes you want to wave dash off the platform. You can also do stuff like this, ledge cancel. That's more advanced stuff, but for the most part, you're basically jumping around trying to space spare. So you use the control stick carefully, like left, right, left, right, left, right, and then I use the C. Xbox uses Z. I use the C stick. So a lot of time you want to aim over people because then you can fade back. That loses to like running under and stuff. But like the thing is, everything has a counter. So you want to use everything in moderation. So like if you think they're going to retreat, you can just overshoot. If you think they're going to approach or get impatient, you can just do like safe, protect yourself. If you think they're jumping, you go high. Wow. Like you can just grab him or just do any attack if you think they're just running at you. Like there's counters to everything. Alright, now I'm going to show some of her general game plan. So basically, this requires a bit of explaining, so I'm going to show some stuff. A lot of Puff, basically, up throw rest will not kill at 0. So you know how to do that, up right. Like when you get, I'm going to up throw rest you. Just hold upright after you get hit. Like you just survive the rest. Salem, that wasn't upright. There you go. See how easy that is? I mean, it's a little stale, but you could just imagine it went slightly further. Now, I want to show you something else. I'm going to hit you with one back air. I know this kills Fox at the top, but watch this. So like this. No, Salem! Okay, all this sucks. Okay, just go Fox. Just go Fox. I'll show you this easier. You're going to die at the top.
Ooh. That's actually...
I tested it in like training mode and stuff. That kills starting from 11. Guess how much back air and forward air does? Strong hit does, back air does 12. So one fresh back air and a fresh up throw rest, assuming they're all fresh, it can kill at 0 even with perfect DI in the middle of the stage. Well, technically it's not perfect DI because like you really want to do like upright but then slightly like a little lower than 45, but no one does that stuff because That's super specific. Like, you have to know, oh, this exact scenario, if this staling in this position, you want to do upright, but then slightly at a different angle. Like, technically, you could probably live, like, and get to the corner of the stage where you don't die at the top or the side. But that's a scenario that I've never even seen other people do, because it's, like, as I said, very complex. Like, that's only by 1%. Let's say my back air was stale. If my back air was stale, then it wouldn't have done enough percent. A lot of stuff is percent based. If you're at 6% or higher, pound knocks over. But if you're at 0, it doesn't. Also, so right here, you won't knock over. Above, if 36% plus, a bear knocks over. So let's say I hit you with a bear. Now I have two choices. I could either do landing up air, drift in, landing up air, drift away. I could do a second landing area like this, or I can just assume you're going to tech row in, and then just press, you know, how Xbox always hits someone on the ground. Like, DI in. Sorry. I don't know if I've never practiced this, but tech row into me. Yeah, I'd never practiced that, but it's like if you practice it, it's real easy. So if they ever tech row in, you could just aim for that spot of rest. Or you can just assume they're missing tech, which covers like pretty much everything else, and you just double bear. Basically, the short version is that the reward is much greater starting from high 30s and onward for hitting bear, because then it knocks over. I'm going to bear you, try to crouch shine. See?
Oh.
Because it wins, but you're getting outspaced. So it beats some of the common Fox flowchart habits and stuff. And yeah, I'm victim to this all the time. Every Puff versus Fox match ever, like, you always see this stuff. Because, like, you slide back a bit, but then it's also even more complex because, like, certain moves try to crouch cancel. See that animation where your head went back? Now crouch again. See, it didn't happen this time. So you're only in 4 frames of lag when you do the normal crouch, but you're in something called Sakurai angle, which is 11 frames of lag otherwise. Which means because some weird programming flaw of the game where if a move does under 32 knockback, whatever that means in game formula, basically if a move is too weak, it's a combination of character move, a bunch of factors. If a move is under 32 power, then crouch canceling it will not let you can't crouch at 0. So the bear, you can't crouch it. I think it's from like 0 to 5 or 0 to 6%. So basically just at 0%. So if you're at 0, you can't actually crouch the normal. You can by doing, like, let's say you missed up smash and then you crouch canceled. Then you'd be in something called like ASDI, which I call half power crouch cancel. But that basically means that you can full crouch cancel it. So it's kind of weird. Do the same thing, but this time taunt and then hold down.
Wait, what?
Taunt. All right, do it again. And now try to crouch shine. You messed up, but you see your head didn't go. Do it again.
That's weird.
Die and go back. I'll show you. Die and go back. This is like super complex melee stuff. So taunt and then crouch. See how you didn't do the head where Fox's head went flicking back. So it's like a half power crouch cancel. So it's melee is kind of complex in a lot of these scenarios, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why things like this work, because like if it hits, it's a good amount. Oh, hitting the bear versus the half crouch cancel. I think it's only like landing the bear does like 13 frames of stun at 0 or something. It might be more. I might be wrong. But then like crouch canceling it, it's 4 or 11 depending on which way you do it. So the bad version of the crouch cancel at 0 is only slightly better than getting hit normally. And if Fox matches shine, he loses anyway. But it's just like that's just one of a million things. Like you could also like pound this move. This move knocks over starting a little bit above 0. I think it's around 5 or 6%. So basically, you hit them once above 0, and then you have a whole bunch of options. You could do landing bear at 0 grab. You can do empty land grab. But that's just like, you can do pounds, or you could really just camp them out and just wait around. Or you can just do in the middle stuff. Like you could just, instead of landing at them, you can land here. There's so many tricks you can use, and if you just mix up all the tricks randomly, and they don't know which one you're going to do, it's like, there's just too many. Like, and everything already has like specific counters, but then people are going to forget about it, and there's more complex stuff. Like, do a downer grab.
Oh.
Try to downer grab me. Okay, look at all this stun. Do it again.
Oh.
If I get hit out of the air, I land with no lag.
I remember that.
So I see Plup get hit by this from Hungrybox all the time, but if you jump in the air, watch. Downer me when I'm in the air. Sorry. It only works. I don't know all details, but like basically sometimes if you get downered out of the air, depending on how like the multi-hits work and your drift and stuff, you may or may not be able to land with no lag. But if you get hit, if a grounded hit, like if Puff gets hit if a Fox downer and you're on the ground, it's like a fixed amount of hit stun. But then if she's already in the air, all she has to do is hold away, land, have the normal base 4 frames of landing lag or something, and then you just grab up throw, and then Fox is probably not dying. This is literally just tricks on Fox. Like there's other things like sometimes like when I see him fight Falcons, you go for the up airs a lot because you want to read jumps, and also things like this like. Oh, sorry. If Falcon does a short hop and Puff does full hop up air, like do short hop, keep short hopping. Do that. See? That beats short hop, now do full hop. It beats both.
Oh.
So Puff's short hop up air is actually a really good Fox jump counter because it beats Fox's short hop and his full hop because you hit his legs on the full hop and you hit his head on the short hop. So just alone, this covers a lot of things, and that works well on Falcon too. And just on Falcon, you can do like the same thing, but with like a full hop, because Falcon jumps higher, but he's also taller. So you can do this on Falcon. You can do this on Fox. It just covers a lot of common options. And when you land it, you can either just do base, rest, or whatever, or you can combo that to grab or some other combos. It's like a lot of complex stuff. And like if you're above 17%, this knocks over. So if you're at like 17, I can just do that, and then just whatever combo you want. It's like a lot of depth. And you don't always have to fight like a specific way. You can literally just keep mixing it up, but then just like, hey, I randomly just feel like throwing this trick in, and then just, oh, it works. And then then the Fox player gets mad, and then you just camp for lead, and then you just, no melee players want to camp, so they just run, get mad, and then they just lose. Melee players are really impatient, and like, if there's one thing other Smash communities have, like melee players, they have skill, but they don't have patience. That's what I've noticed. Not always, but I know why. It's like the game's aggressive. There's no projectile campers. Timing out's like so rare that people aren't used to it, and there's this stigma of like being lame and stuff. That like I never really care about that stuff, but like a lot of other people do. Like in Brawl and every Smash game, people are like they might not be as good by skill, but they're willing to do anything to win. Melee players are like they have skill, but they're not willing to do anything to win as much. Also, before I forget, there's some other really broken mix-up. So you know how in Melee, so if you get grabbed here, there's like a broken 50-50. So the best, unlike Ultimate where holding in is the best, in Melee, if you get back thrown, hold upright.
Upright?
Yes. All right, do it again, You literally did the Ultimate recovery.
No! Okay, ignore that.
You actually just air dodge to the ledge.
We're going to ignore that. That didn't happen.
I guess that didn't happen. Just hold upright at a 45 degree. You know, the notch. Just hold upright.
Okay.
See how you barely go anywhere? Now do that same DI.
Oh God.
And then the best DI of back throw will get you killed there. But if you're thinking up throw, then instead of holding upright, you hold straight away, and then I can still hit you, but I have to hit you. I have to do pound, and then it's like a tech chase guess. But then, if I was to do back throw, the angle wouldn't be quite as good, and you'd have, like, let's say, like, if you DI'd upright, and you're, like, a certain distance from the stage, let's say there's, like, 10 possible micro situations that could happen. Like, you could jump back illusion, jump back up B, and then, or just do all these different timings, or jump toward, or wall jump, or air dodge on, like, or attack, or just, like, shine stall. Like, there's all these different mix-ups. But the closer you are to the stage, you have way more mix-ups, even if it's just tiny micro situations 99% of players won't even think about because most people just flow chart their recoveries without using all their mix-ups. So let's say they have 10 possible mix-ups, but the same player might use 2 or 3 and never use the other 7, you know? Like the off-stage games kind of, like still a lot of people don't use all the options they're given to them. But you have a lot more mix-ups when you're closer. So that would encourage you to like, oh, if you think Puff would do this, you do that. But then she could just do the other one. And from that position, it's like extra broken. Which is like Puff around the ledge is broken in general, and then just doing stuff like this is a whole another thing where I call it 37 frames of fun. So you grab ledge, and then you can't move till frame 8. You can drop from ledge on frame 8, start your double jump on frame 9, like assuming you do it as fast as possible, and then do fairs here, fairs here, fairs here, or like if you think they're gonna jump above you, you do that. Or you also have turret winner where which is an accidental jump, but you don't even get punished because this is actually a good option. It's bad if like every character in the game except like basically like Bowser and Yoshi's, Ganon, and Puff, basically. Otherwise, every other character's turn winner just sucks. It's just lagging garbage. But if you accidentally do it here, it's not even that bad because you still have invincibility on the rise, and you can mix it with drift, and even if you get hit, you have a good recovery. The planking itself is a whole nother broken ballpark. So there's a lot, but then there's the ledge grab limit with nerf to. Like, I think Puff with infinite ledge grabs is a top 1 or top 2 in the game. But I think she's like probably 3rd best or so if like without that. So yeah, it gets oh yeah, so now I can show you you're at 9%. So like this will knock over, and then like a lot of people they either like if you DI in you can just tech roll in, but if you miss DI it's like a guessing game where you can like you have to mix up tech. And then, like, sometimes they want to hard read the tech, and they just, like, guess that you're going to tech in place. A lot of people read that, but if, like, just walk toward me, and it's like, see, like, obviously there's no punish, like, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
But, like, again, this is layers and layers of depth, so it's like, and then, like, you're at this %, so, like, see if Fox is around, like, 40, you just want to, like, if you think Fox is going to come with you, if you nair, like, doing bears, just any types of bears, they're all good because like the angle, like when Fox does a nair, his head isn't protected, but then here, her lower body's protected, so it's like a direct counter most of the time. But yeah, but here you just want to spam bear, and now like, and then here, all the Foxes suck, and they always do something really obvious, like they wait and then plank once, or then they try to turn winner, but then they press X on the ledge, and that sucks, and you can just die, or you just get hit. You can just get hit for free, or they do a really bad ledge dash, and then they still can't get backstage control. Yeah, like whatever. I wasn't really playing. And that's just for this matchup. For other matchups, and there's other stuff like this. Empty land up tilt, like this is good against like Marth and floaties and stuff. This is really good against any floaty. So basically, right here, you just do like this, and then because they're thinking, most people are like, oh, I don't want to get hit by the bear. Puff's right here. I want to shield the bear, and then so like try to shield my. I'm gonna land with back air. Try to shield it and punish me. Okay. Well, you reacted really fast. I think you're actually in the ultimate buffer habit, which actually countered what I'm doing. But like, okay. So basically, what if you do it here? In order to get a punish, you have to shield it, confirm you shield it, wait for shield stun to be over, and then wave dash out of shield. Which is why. So like, try to keep doing that. See, it's harder in that situation. You can't just buffer it for free like ultimate. That's why land grab can be extra good. But against floaties, instead of the grab, because you don't get it, because Fox you get the easiest kill off grab. On floaties like Marth, Peach, etc., you get the easiest kill off doing that, and you can kill from like 20%, 10%, depending on like how it hits you and stuff.
Okay.
So there's more layers than people think. For stages, here's how it works. Dreamland is the best by far. It's not even close.
Oh.
Then there's a gap. And then any order of Battlefield, Fountain. Xbox usually prefers like Battlefield because there's more practice there. But I mean, they're both equal. And then there's another gap. And then any order of Yoshi's, Pokemon, and FD is the worst.
Oh, just random.
Probably.
There.
Pokemon's probably it's probably between like. Well, Pokemon's worse for Puff than Yoshi's because the ceiling is like 1% lower. And the transformations don't really benefit her, and it's slightly wider. But the difference is so small, it's like whatever. Like, I feel like those 3 stages are all close, and it's matchup based. Like, Sheik's probably the best on Yoshi's between them, and Fox is probably better on like Pokemon FD any order. It's really matchup based at that point.
Okay, so about Melee's stage striking and bans, it's quite different. I don't fully understand it. Can you explain it for me?
There's 5 stages. These bottom 3 in here, Battlefield, FD, Dreamland, and there's also Pokemon, Fountain, and Yoshi's. However, Pokemon Stadium is a counter pick on Game 1, which means Pokemon Stadium does not exist Game 1, no matter what.
I didn't know that at all.
So it's so the Game 1 is between these 5. It's a pretty good system, and it just has to be that way because it's 6 instead of 5. Like this is how people just decided these are the competitive stages. And when you actually look at all the stages, like, look, this is jank, 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 jank. This would be okay, maybe, but then you can go under but then it has the barrel and the rock, and you go through the bomb stage. It's like but if you look at all this stuff, it's just like, then it's like, okay, this was legal at one point.
I remember.
Then there's acid and lava, and then this was legal at one point.
What?
And this was legal at one point.
Okay, I remember that.
And this was legal at one point.
That one I don't understand.
And I played here in Tourney at one point.
What happened?
And I played here. I fought Mango here.
I remember
And then I
that.
played here.
I didn't like that. I didn't like
And
that.
I played here.
That one was. It wasn't
And I
too
played
bad.
here. I played on all of them in tournament. Best of 3, game 1, you're banning Yoshi's no matter what, every single time.
Okay.
And then, actually, you're banning Yoshi's in FD every single time, no matter what.
That's Jigglypuff?
If you're Jigglypuff, game 1, you're always banning FD Yoshi's.
Okay.
Because Puff is so good here, and these are her second, third best stages.
Oh.
And then, as I said, these 3 are equal, but this isn't even on the game 1. So you're always banning Yoshi's first and seeing what they do with FD, and you ban FD second. Unless you know they suck up close, then you can pick Yoshi. But generally, the flow chart is you ban these 2. Because she's so good on here, Dreamland and Battlefield and Fountain. I can't imagine a bad match for Puff on any of those stages. You're always banning Yoshi's and FD. No matter what.
Okay.
Like 99% of the time, you're banning those 2.
Well, no, I know.
And then with Pokemon in the mix is whatever you hate more. Between Pokemon. Between FD, Pokemon, and Yoshi, just doing what you personally hate more once it gets to game 2 and onwards. Well, the most important is Fox, and obviously, like, there's a million ways to fight him, but basically, you just, once you get him above 0, he's toast. You get him above 0, and he's toast. The next hit will kill him. You hit him once, now he's above 0, the next grab will kill. The next pound they don't take will kill. And then, let's say you fail to gimp him, and he gets to, like, 40% plus, you can just spam backwards until it hits, and if they tech roll in, they die from rest, but if you could just assume they're just mistech, and you just throw a bear there, like, full hop bear, rising bear, it hits. Landing bear hits them, I showed you earlier. Basically, the fact that they get on the ground means you just have 50-50s.
Oh.
So, and or they're just in a really, really bad spot, just in general. People don't like playing 8-minute games in this game. They're probably going to come to you. I've never even seen this matchup go to time once.
You're right. I've never seen that either.
People are going to approach you every time. Even if they somehow time it once, I don't think it's going to happen over and over. And most people, if they camp, they're going to camp in a certain pattern.
Okay, but what about the other characters now, Jason?
Peach, you just camp with back air and run away. Ice Climbers, you time out. Watch H-Box Vision timeout. Peach, you literally just don't interact.
Oh.
Every slow character, you don't interact. Sheik, you just crouch cancel. Falcon, you just like space with back airs. And same thing, like the crouching is really good on Sheik and Falcon. Marth, you're mostly fighting with the weaving in and out back airs, but you also like want to weave like you have the advantage if they strike first. So let's say like try to wave that forward smash. So like right here, you have to be worried that I'm gonna back air you. So you land and you shield, and then I just get a grab. Or if you want to be riskier as Puff, but you get a reward, you can do empty land up tilt, and if they release their shield into the up tilt, because you know they're expecting the landing aerial, so then they're gonna do that autopilot next movement. Like this is the kill.
Ew.
Starting 1 hit above 0. That's why I said like a lot of Puff's kills, you just got to get them once above 0, and you have like after that you have so many options. And you can sometimes even kill them at 0, but I mean 1 hit above 0 opens up even more doors. And it lasts for quite a while. And then let's say you just fail to gimp that low percent. Just keep spamming back air after like 40 or so and knocks them over. I mean, that's more versus the fast forwards. As I said, it's really good on Fox and stuff. Like generally, like you like full hop away, neutral. You see if Marth swings first. If he does, you have then you can literally mix up like these 4 options. This, or this, or this. Or
Ew,
that.
He gets hit by all
or that. Or
if
that.
he misses?
No, because like let's say you missed the laggy move, right? But because look, I can just throw out the back air and I can just make the war of attrition. I can just win these trades forever. Yeah, so like you have options. I'm just saying you don't necessarily need to do the same thing every time. But then like you can also crouch cancel the bear anyway. So like watch, try to crouch it. You can crouch it and then punish me. See? Well, depending on the move. But you can like down tilt or stuff. It's really like there's a lot of possibilities. It's really deep. There's a lot of depth. There's a lot of combinations of different outcomes. That's why the games last forever, because it's not a game you just fully solve. It's just a game you get better at. And even when you're good, you get out of practice. Just consistent full mastery is like it's like a world that doesn't exist. You just get closer to it. You never actually reach it.
So I'd like to assume that the things about Fox also apply to Falco.
Yes, but Falco's neutral. I actually feel like Falco's really underrated against Puff because Falco can laser. Because you know Puff usually wants to do the back air. Falco, when you hit the laser, actually turns Puff around and makes you face, which means you're not in the best situation. So Falco does indeed have like a much worse recovery, but it's also harder to grab him and also harder to bear him. I don't know why I feel like Falco actually wins the matchup.
Oh, no.
Low key, but
that's scary.
But because H-Box beats Mango more than half the time, and while still like beating other Falcos, a lot of people don't say it. So as I've said, guys, I've coached players like Salem and MK Leo, Wizrobe, Zero, and many other top players. But even before they were as good as even before their like biggest Genesis wins, Evo wins, and all that stuff, like even before these time periods, I coincidentally ended up helping them all to a pretty big degree. So I really don't think it's coincidence at this point, because coincidences don't happen that many times in a row. So I would say that I'm pretty good at coaching. So if you're interested, email me mew2kingrc@gmail.com. We can discuss. If it's Melee, it's pretty easy, because I could just talk forever about Melee, because I know way too much. I know how to make people better. But I feel like I could do it in other games too. And as far as Salem and Puff and Melee, Salem is planning on taking the game more seriously. I'll see what ends up happening. But he's convinced me that he's definitely doing it, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
You make Jigglypuff sound really, really fun, Jason, so we'll see.
do you like Easy Broken Free?
Yes, I like Easy Broken Free.
Okay. you might like Jigglypuff. But if you play Jigglypuff, you might get bored at the lack of movement you have to do.
No.
Okay.
You've seen me in Smash 4 stand on a platform for like 6 whole minutes.
Well, there's plenty of H-Box to copy.
Oh, perfect.
There's more than enough to copy. But now that you have like a more basic understanding, like more things should click. It's like, oh, now that I know this, I can understand that better. And it's like, but the way I see it, like Melee's, even as developed as Melee is, I feel like even that's undeveloped. Like the way I'm kind of like, I don't know the word for it, pessimistic, and I don't know the word, but I'm the type of guy who thinks that everything is undeveloped in like every game ever, for the most part. Like, I feel like everyone can be better at everything. Like, I feel like even world record speedruns of video games, that could be better. The best players in Smash could be better. Like, I feel like I compare everything to theoretical perfection and how far you are from theoretical perfection. So there's always something else to do. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Let me know what other types of content you guys want. Do you want to see Salem appear in more videos? Do you think Salem will actually enter Melee tourneys? I mean, how good will he do?
I've entered Melee tournaments before.
Oh yeah, you lost. You got third after me and Dishes was at some tourney like years ago.
Yeah.
And next time you fight Zero, don't use the control. It doesn't dash back.
Or I just play Jigglypuff.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you guys next time. Later.